good people? Hope you guys are doing well. Joy Boy, yes, both things are true. You are first, and this is a late stream. um, I'm a Chiefs fan, football, NFL. And the Chiefs played Sunday night. They were in the Sunday night game tonight, so had to watch them. That game starts like 7:20 Central Time, and they're gonna lose. So I started it earlier than I probably would have because I'm just getting frustrated with watching them play. So I just needed to take a break and stepped away. So yeah, later than normal. And I didn't stream at all yesterday because I felt like absolute shit. I'm sick. And I'm still sick right now. So my throat is like not doing super great. Pause. Um, but yeah, we'll be fine. I'm not as bad as I was yesterday. Yesterday I had a huge freaking headache. It was awful. Probably gonna take some medicine here in a minute and try and pass out. So we'll see how long this stream goes. Babe, are you in here? Thank you, Joy Boy. I mean, it's life. You get sick, so it does suck. Yeah, trust me, getting sick sucks. Sure, it was my daughter going to school and coming back and bringing home all the germs that she sees on a daily basis. But yeah, it's kind of life in general, being a parent, all that fun stuff. And I asked my wife to braid my hair, but she's coming down. She's getting sick too. So, yeah, so it's, so she wasn't able to braid my hair. So hopefully next stream I'll have my hair done, but maybe not. I don't fucking know. We'll see. Yeah, so how was your guys' day going? You guys having some pretty good days? I got some pretty, I don't want to say it's good news, but something good happened today. I had to get some stamps for some of the sales that I was doing because I go through stamps so much. I never thought in my entire life I'd be, chasing down stamps to mail letters, right? I never thought in a million years like that would be something that I would ever do, right? I know that in the past, honestly, if I'm being honest, I would probably say today I mailed more letters than I ever have mailed in my entire life combined. Like that's how little. Obviously, if we're not considering any of the other sales or whatever. Before I started selling cards, let's put it that way. So before I started actually selling cards, just today I probably mailed more cards than during that time period, or excuse me, more letters, because I never mailed any letters. Like I mailed a couple of letters before, but I would say less than 10, right? I mailed less than 10 letters in my entire life, probably. maybe I'm misremembering, but it's very, very few. And so I never thought I'd be, chasing down stamps and like mail and shit or whatever. But here we are, and I go through stamps so much, and it's so shocking because like a week ago, I want to say it was last Saturday or last Sunday, I bought 100. I bought 100 stamps, and I ran out like a couple days ago. It had to be longer than a week ago. I couldn't have ran through that many stamps. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But anywho, I ran out of stamps, and so I needed to get something today. So I was out and about, and decided I was going to go ahead and make normal rounds. I haven't really been doing it that much, just because most of the places that I've been going to, they're out, and B, well, there's three things, I guess. So most of the places are out. B, it's cold. I fucking hate the cold. I don't like to go out when it's cold. I don't like to leave my house, period, if I'm being honest. I love my house. I love being at home. So I don't really like leaving the house anyways. But with it being cold, it just makes it less appealing. And then C, I'm sick. I'm like, I definitely don't want to fucking leave the house. I want to sit on the couch. I want to do fucking absolutely nothing. Anyways, so since I was out and about, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do my runs. Let me just see if I can get lucky. And I think it was last week I told you guys that I had gotten some cards from Hot Topic. Shocked that they had any, and I've been meaning to go back, but again, been cold, life's been happening. Then I got sick, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to fucking leave. And so went there, and surprisingly enough, they still had some OP13, which I thought they were going to run out of. I'm assuming it's not widely known, maybe, that they have it, because they didn't have, it didn't look like they got like a lot since I had been there last time. Maybe they didn't even get any since, I had been there the last time. I think I got like 5 or 6 last time. They had 7 today, and I got all 7 of them. They did have 3 OP12s as well that I went ahead and got 2. So I was actually pumped about that because I really hadn't gotten any OP13 since the last time I had been there, and just places are out. I hadn't been going to Hot Topic. The Targets are all sold out, so it's very frustrating. But that was good news. I was already good for the day, but then I was out again against my will. But anyways, I was out and I was driving back home, and I was like, okay, I was gonna pass the other Target, not the Target that's close to me, the other Target and the other Five Below that I usually go to, but it's a little further out than the ones that are closest to me. I hadn't made it out there in a while, so I'm like, okay, let me see if, and I was going through it in my head. I was like, man, I really want to just go home and lay down and not do anything. But I was like, you know what? I'm already out here. Let me go check Hot Topic. I won't even check Target. I'm just gonna check Hot Topic and then leave. And so go to Hot Topic. They've been out. It's been a month, exactly a month at this point, since OP13 has released. They've never had any, so I wasn't expecting them to have any more, or any at all. And to my delight, they had some. Five Below had some packs of OP13, so I was actually shocked. And what I had told myself, I may have said it in the chat as well, or excuse me, on the stream before, is that I don't want to be that guy. For OP13, I'll be that guy. But I don't want to buy all the packs. I want to give other people like the opportunity to get some packs and things like that. I'm going to be blowing my nose and digging in my nose with Kleenex and all that stuff during the stream. So forgive me in advance, but I'd rather do this than have my nose running. Anywho, yeah, absolutely. So I actually found some in there at Hot Topic, and then this is what I said I was gonna do the whole time. I bought half of what they had, right? And they had a good amount, and so they didn't have as many as when they had OP12. So I don't know if maybe I just kind of was being a little too lazy and missed the initial amount that they had, and maybe somebody beat me to it. Whatever the case is, I don't really care, if I'm being honest. I'm just glad to have some product. And so I bought half of them. I bought half of what they had. I feel slightly douchey, but if I'm being honest, I left half of them there. I'm gonna give it a couple of days and then go back, and whatever's left is fair game for me to buy. That's kind of it's kind of been my thought process going into it. I'll buy half of whatever they have when I go in there, and then I'll give it a couple of days. I'll go back. I'll give the people a chance. Give them a chance, and it is what it is. It's the nature of the business. But yeah, that's what happened. And so I ended up just from there getting 34 packs. So I was super stoked. Like they had about 70 packs there, and I was able to get half of those. So I was very, very pleased with that. Plus on top of the packs that I had gotten. So I gotten you know, 41 packs today. Wow, that's actually crazy to say out loud. 41 packs, but whatever. I'm super pumped about it. I'm super pumped. So also when I was at Hot Topic, I didn't have I didn't know I was gonna get more packs later. So I was like, I just need some stuff to open, and I have trust me, I have plenty of stuff back here to open where I could open for months and not, um, not worry about it. Obviously, I don't want to get to that point because I don't want to get into like all my stashes and things like that. But yeah, I excuse me. But I also bought some of these illustration boxes because they had them at Hot Topic. I have these. I have like 4 or 5 of these each. But again, I was like, you know what? I'm here. Let me just go ahead and buy some. So these are the ones that I bought from Hot Topic today. So we'll be opening these. We'll be opening in the stream. If you saw it, I just said we're gonna open a lot of stuff. So we got in here, and they have OP12, OP11, and then they also have OP08. I believe Two Legends is OP08. And we're gonna open Riftbound, of course. We're also gonna open. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to open today. I got to make up for yesterday, but I'm not feeling good either. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see, and it's a later stream too. So there's a lot of stuff going against us. So I might end up opening one of these and then save like another one for tomorrow. One of the illustration boxes. Might do that. We'll see. But we have Magic, the Avatar collection. Then I have 2 One Piece OP13s and then 2 blisters. I still want to open these, even though we have the 2 packs in each of the illustration boxes, because I'm trying to get through these. If I'm being honest, I'm trying to just work my way through all of these OP12 blisters so I can just have that space for them. I was halfway tempted to just do OP12 today because I'm trying to work through them, but we've been doing OP12 for the past couple of days, so it's nice to switch it up a little bit. Nah, dude, I want to do this for me. You know what I'm saying? It's great to have you guys here, obviously, but I love opening packs. I love that stuff. So, and it's really awesome that you guys get to like open it and experience it with me. So, yeah, I'm doing it because I really enjoy it and I want to. And I missed yesterday, right? And I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't open packs that when I'm not on stream. So I want to open some packs. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open some packs, and I'll make sure I get my rest. But Joy Boy, I think you had mentioned you had asked about Discord or whatever, and I spent some time earlier today trying to get some commands together. So I don't know how familiar you are with like Twitch or whatever, but if you type in the Discord command, so it's a !Discord, it should pop up with the Discord link. So if you want to, you can try it and make sure that it works and join, and you can click on the link. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's working. I'm super pumped. That's actually super exciting. I was testing it out earlier. I came on stream because I didn't realize that I can still type in my chat while the stream is off, which I can do. I found that out afterwards, but I can still type in my stream chat even if the stream isn't active. So next time I'll be testing it out, I guess locally. But yeah, I think that's gonna be like a permanent link. I'm still trying to figure all that out, but that should be the link to our Discord. Want to try and get more people in there. Right now, it's just a Discord that me and a couple of my friends are in, and we just kind of do stupid stuff in there, talk shit, that kind of stuff. So perfect, awesome. Well, welcome to the community, Joy Boy. If you want to join it, great. If you don't, we really don't do much One Piece talking there just yet, but I know that it's going to kind of take over once more people start getting in there that do the One Piece. But okay, cool. So let's open some packs so I can. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna open some packs so I can. Yes. So, yeah. Well, we like opening packs here. Alrighty. Here we go. Bam, come on. Straighten up, stream. Alright. So, as is customary, we open our Riftbound first. Let me see if Riftbound has that little opening. Yeah, it looks like Riftbound has that that perforated back as well. So we can open them this way. Which Riftbound, I don't have much issue or trouble with opening their booster packs with the divot. It's typically pretty easy to open those. So I don't know if I'll be opening the Riftbound packs like that. Draw one. When I die, get the effect. That's not too bad. Especially when you team that up with like a Karthus or whatever. Karthus says get your death knell twice. Channel one rune exhausted. Okay, so some of these things with the death knell are meant to die, right? They just, you send them out there probably. Man, I have not gotten a pit rookie in a while. That's actually funny. Because I haven't, because I've been opening a lot of packs and I used to get a ton of those. All right, we get a whirlwind. This one isn't hollow. Bandletree. You may hide an additional card here. I think there's a limit on how many you can hold. All right, be a rare. Nope. Herald of Scales. Your dragon's energy costs are reduced by 2 to a minimum of 1. Okay, that's not a bad card. I'm sure that can combo with some stuff. Maddened Marauder. This is a shitty pack. Yep. Oh well. They all can't be bangers. I think that's probably the best card in there, even though these are the rares. But I don't know too much about Riftbound. I did start watching a couple of excuse me, people doing tournaments and stuff, like casting the tournaments. So I'm starting to understand it a little bit more on top of what I've played. So yep, it's pretty exciting. Oh yeah, there we go. Just moving that luck on over. Moving on over. Yeah, it's so weird how easy these packs open. Like I literally just, and it just opens like butter. It's really crazy. Uh-oh, I feel a runaway boogie. Again, sorry y'all, I'm gonna be, wiping my nose and blowing my nose because I need to not be a meme and have boogers running down my nose. Excuse me. Alright, this card sucks back here. Okay, yeah. Alright. So, this is the token or whatever. Razor Rings. I'm pretty sure I got one of these before. Rocky Rebuke. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to sell all these, or not sell these, but use these as like the padding in my sales or whatever. That's typically what I've been doing, because I'm just, except for ones that look like this just looks so good. Like I like the way that looks, so I'm probably gonna keep that one. But it's kind of crazy that they come up with, for just one set, they come up with so many freaking cards. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that looks good. Extended art, Crashing Waves. I like that. I like that a lot. You get a closer peek at that. Sorcery. Rare, Diligent Zookeeper. Or what is this? Oh, Canyon Crawler. Oh, we did open one of those before. And a mountain. Wah wah. All right. So according to Joy Boy, this is just kind of building our luck for the One Piece stuff. All right. We're gonna open the one OP12. I mean, just because why not? Yeah, see, that wasn't too bad, but that's what sucks about it. we see that immediately, we know that this isn't shit, and that sucks. So we'll go through this. That's the one thing. Yeah, that's probably the one thing that we don't want to see when we are opening the packs that way. So yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna open the rest of the packs that way because what are the odds we get another Don pack? Probably, I would say probably low, especially in this OP12. But that's not really how this works. You know, I can get any of the, and this makes it a little easier for us to You're right. That's exactly what I was about to say. That's literally exactly what I was about to say. I do check the red backs, so this will probably be a little easier for me to get there. Alrighty. So this is not a red back. Color of Arms hockey, very, very nice, very nice. I had some orders that came in today, and I couldn't put them together. Shimo. Ooh, a hack, very nice. Calgara. Why do these feel so weird? Oh, that felt very weird for some reason. Where am I? Alright, gotta put those over there. So these two, I am fairly certain are from, oh, wait a minute. Let me double check. Yeah, so these two are marked to the Hot Topic ones, the ones that I got from Hot Topic. So these two packs are from Hot Topic. So for a long time, I was like weighing all the packs and doing this and doing that. And I'll go back to weighing the packs when we get to, I probably should be weighing the packs just for shits and giggles, but you know, I don't feel like it today. I really, really don't. Bam. But I wanted to try and see if there was like a difference where I got the cards from. And, you know, obviously the answer is no. It doesn't matter where you get them from. But, you know, as humans, we like to kind of associate things with positive vibes. So there we go. Hot Topic. You gave me a fucking emu, but you got me a Jupiter, so that's not too bad. That card sold for like 50 cents. And that emu, I actually do need an emu because I don't have any right now. So that'll be my only, that'll probably get sold within the next day or so. All right. Redback. Not really. All right. That was not another leader, was it? God damn it. It was. It was another leader. Man, we about to have a banger ass stream if all the luck keeps building up, Joy Boy. Now it might move over to tomorrow because, not even gonna lie, sometimes I see that happen where you know we have like a very, very like I don't want to call it lame, but we have like a low-key stream where we don't get a whole bunch of hits, if any hits at all, right? We don't get anything, and maybe that'll go on for like 2 days, right? And then that third day, bam, it's just crazy. It's a smorgasbord of like hits. It's like hit, and I just gotta, you know, line up the hits. And we've had like a couple of those in the past week or so. So, you know, law of averages working itself in there. We get some hits, we get some not hits, then it's be the days. That's how these things work out. So opening first box. This is illustration box V3. What's crazy is I actually think I saw somebody, I think I saw one of these on eBay, excuse me, being sold. It was a PSA 10, I want to say, and somebody bought it for like $100 or something like that. I may be misremembering that, but I definitely want to go back and check it. But these are just the two, you know, promo cards that come in every illustration box 3. Yeah, it's just the illustration box, 3 promo cards, and so it's kind of crazy to see something like this sell for like $100. But I'm gonna double check it. I'm gonna double check to see if what I saw was correct, because like, you know, the box itself, obviously they're going up. They were like $25. I think that's the MSRP. But now whenever you buy them, like at Hot Topic, they were like, I think it came down to 27. Now that I'm thinking about it, because they have Hot Topic, they have some sort of deal where it's like buy one get one 15% off or some shit like that. And so yeah, buy one get one 30% off. Excuse me, buy one get one 30% off. So that that's the equivalent of 15% off of both of them. And I think I remember looking at the receipt and seeing them both for 25. So 27, seeing them both for 27. So I think they did come down. So it's not that big of a deal, because I think they're like 32 or something like that, just off jump. But we're gonna open these in. Do I actually have my scale? Yes, I do. So I know we're gonna weigh against different sets. That's okay. We're gonna still go highest to lowest, or lowest to highest. 25.54. This is 12. 25.68. Ooh, that was pretty heavy. Another 25.68. We might measure those against each other. 25.88. Okay, let's check these two out again. 25.67. 25.75. So this one kind of gained some weight real quick. Eat your Wheaties, boy. All right, 25.67. I don't know why it's different now, but I'll take it. So that's actually funny, because the way it ended up working was OP8, OP11, then the 2 OP12. So we're going to open it not only in order by weight, but we're going to open it in chronological order. We're going to go from the oldest to the newest. I really don't like opening the packs this way. I might switch something. Look at what we got. Look at what we got. Ooh, Joy Boy. All the you know, leader packs. They were trying to tell me something. It was like, you're gonna get a good leader. You're gonna get a good leader. And this is from OP08. So I know that I don't have this. So let's see. This is OP08, ain't it? Let's see. Yeah, this is OP08. All right. So let's see. The day I hit Rebecca, but that's because I opened a box. So I was gonna get 4 hits anyways in that one. Now having the Rebecca was a pleasant surprise, so that was super nice. But I opened a box, and I'm guaranteed to have at least 4 hits in the PRBO 2 boxes. Okay, 3 costs 5K. Add 1 down card from your down deck and rest it. Okay, this is Pero Spero. Okay, this is the. Okay, I remember this. I know this set. All right, Burn Bazooka, Basil Hawkins, just looking like a freaking. He looks like this is about to be a banger, like goth / emo music video. Maybe Welcome to the Black Parade or something like that. Nitro, a schmuck and a pancake. You may rest this character up to one of your Charlotte Pudding gains plus 2,000. Oh, that's just to rest the character. Oh, that is a boss. Huh. This could potentially go in with that new. Yeah, I could think of some good uses for that, but like Pudding really ain't a bruiser, so I don't know why it's buffing her. Category. Concealot. All right, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got? Pudding. Awesome. Fantastic. That's so funny. I was just talking about Pudding, and we get the Pudding. Let's go. This card is actually super popular. Like, that Pudding is very popular. I'm actually gonna grab a. I don't even have any top loaders. I meant to get some today. Whew. Yeah, I don't like talking over these things. But yeah, I know this card is very, very popular. Pudding is a popular character, not necessarily leader, but she is becoming more popular with the new Pudding that came out in PRB 02. But man, this looks awesome. So she's a 5,000 power, 4 life, purple yellow leader. With, when attacking, you may turn 2 cards from the top of your life cards face up, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck, and rest it. So typically, I've actually seen this card come back into play because of that new Pudding card that lets you play. It's an on play. You get to play a big Mom Pirate type character with a power level between 6 and 8,000. So yeah, you get to play basically that, the big Charlotte Katakuri from OP11 that gets to restand 2 big Mom Pirates type characters at the end of the turn. So I have seen her come back, and I know that you don't want to attack into her initially because she basically wants to, after she has her life cards turned face up, you don't want to attack into her because they're going to take the life because they want to turn that card face over and then use her ability again. So you pretty much screw her. I'm going to go ahead and look her up. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally pinned it. I want to duplicate it. Y'all know I gotta look it up, especially when I hit a banger like this one. Charlotte Pudding. Let's just look up Charlotte Pudding in general. Okay, well they're not gonna do. Why do they have Legacy of the Master selected? What was this called? Wings of the Captain? No, this was called Two Legends. I got 2 phones set. Whoops, 2. Caps lock. I don't want caps lock on. Let's see. Where are you at, Miss Pudding? Oh, that's not too bad. $30. And she's going up. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this new Katakuri or this new Pudding. Do I want to get this one graded? I don't know. Ugh, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. Again, sorry. Yeah, that's kind of tough. I don't know if I want to have that one graded. We'll see. We will see. You're right. You're right about that. But let's see. The heavier ones probably mean that there's a fucking Don in it. Alright, let's see. Another redback? A blueback? We got a blueback? Oh, already see some bad news here. So we did get a card that has a red back, but we don't call those red backs. I actually just got rid of all my bulk OP11 very recently, like in the past, Fiend isn't here, but Fiend, this is your guy. Shirahoshi, Lord of the Coast, Charlotte Brulé. Yeah, but just got rid of my OP11s. Just a couple of I think it was within the past week, maybe week and a half or so. All right, so this was the second to heaviest pack. Oh, motherfucker! What did I tell you? What did I tell you? We just gonna run through this one real quick because I just can't stand to look at these. All right, what was this? OP12. Dude, I love PRBO2. It's such a good set. It is amazing. Yeah, it's so good. If I could just open PRBO2 all the time. I don't know if I played myself today, but I was on Facebook Marketplace. Let me just make sure this ain't a fucking leader. Okay, great. Yeah, I was on Facebook Marketplace today, and because I just sold the couch, and I gave it away for free. Couch in the love seat because I just got a new sectional or whatever. Anyways, gave these away, and so I had been on Facebook Marketplace, so it kind of kept popping up. And since I was in there, I was like looking up like cards in there and see if someone was selling cards and things like that. And, people do, blah blah blah. So I was on there today, and I saw somebody selling, what was it, 20 blisters of no, they were selling 30 blisters of PRBO2, and it said in the comments, it said, $200 our best offer or something like that. Would be willing to do a trade. And so he said he was willing to negotiate or with the best offer. So I sent $150. I was like, well, I didn't send $150. I asked him, would you do that for $150? He didn't respond, and then a couple hours later he marked it as sold. So I don't know if I played myself by offering him, $150. Because shit, honestly, I would pay $200 for fucking 30 packs of PRBO2. That's how much I love PRBO2, man. I absolutely am obsessed with it. Yeah, there are the PRBO2s. That's what I was mentioning. So that's the box that we were opening yesterday when I had that Rebecca. That's where I got it from. I got it from the PRBO2 box. So we got 4 hits, and then, we were lucky and we got a good box that had a special print in it. All right, Zeph. We know this isn't a leader pack. Hiyori. Monkey D. Dragon. So nothing too crazy. And I think that is going to do it for the stream tonight, because as far as like opening things, we may take a look at some of the we may take a look at some of, where's open 12 at? There we go. So 13, 12, I gotta sort those. Okay. So yeah, we'll switch over to looking at some, let me see what's on my screen real quick. Yeah, the pudding. Yeah, there we go. So, oh man, my throat is starting to hurt even more. Yeah, the Chiefs probably ain't gonna make the playoffs this year, but it'd be like that. That's life. Am I right? Am I right? All right, hold on. I need to mute real quick so I can blow my nose. All right. Well, there we go. Yeah, that was a really good. I'm very happy with the hit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna look this pudding up and see. So yeah, like I said, it's running for about $30. So it's pretty much, it's more than what I paid for the whole box. So I think this Luffy. How do I look these fucking things up? Do they come up in the promotion cards? I don't remember. I don't remember how to find these things. One Piece card game, OP07. Let me try this. OP07 dash, what is this, Luffy? 100, 109. Ooh, reprint. That looks like, that might be what I'm looking for. No. Maybe they just know that I'm just obsessed with that. So we're just gonna skip that and we're just gonna jump into looking at some OP on eBay. See what's been sold. Maybe we can find this pudding to see what she's graded at. Ooh. Pre-errata law from, what is this, OP1? Okay. I wonder what this says. I don't know what it says off the top of my head. Nah, you can't really see it. Oh, let's see. You may rest the specified number of Don cards in your cost area. If you have 5 characters, return 1 of your characters to your hand. Then play 1 character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand that is a different color than the returned character. I think the part that in your cost area might be the pre-errata part, but I don't know for sure. I'm not super familiar with that card to know off the top of my head. This one is errata. So let's see. This one sold for $2,000. This one sold for $450. Is this the same person? No, this is 2 different people. It's kind of crazy. Like, you do really see things kind of come in waves where you know, you'll just see the same card being sold like back to back to back, which is kind of crazy. So this is a card. I thought this, for whatever reason, I thought this was a magazine, which I don't, every time I see this, because I see this a lot through here, but it's an actual card. I thought it was just a magazine. Oh man, I was hoping to see this. I want to see this card in English as a 10, see what it's selling for, but this one is Japanese. Maybe it's Japanese or some other language. Yes, Japanese. Man, these pre-erratas are going crazy. $6,000. Holy shit. Let me see if that's what it actually sold for. That's what it looks like it sold for. 6,000. What else we got here? This got to be Japanese. Yeah, it's Japanese. I was like, there's no way. This card is a 10, selling for $165. It sells for more than $165 raw. See, like these, I don't know if it's something that like eBay does. Excuse me, jeez. I don't know if it's something that eBay does, but like you see things sell like back to back like this quite often. See, we got 3 of these Dodger Luffy's. Here we go. Here's another one, but this one is Japanese. This one is Japanese, back to back again. Like, these are selling for, you know, $1,300 raw in English. So, see, this might be something that, but maybe not. Let's see. Okay, I see. So this is the same person that have this quick cosign, quick cosign, quick cosign, quick cosign. Okay, so that's probably one of the reasons why. Yeah, they have a ton of stuff that they're putting on here. I wonder, is this in English at any point? Which Luffy is this? Oh, I think it's this same Luffy here. I think it's that same Luffy with just different artwork. Super rare Luffy from, what is it, OP? No, it doesn't tell us. Pristine. 114. Oh, I really like this. What is this from? Alternate art. Oh, it's Japanese. Man, I hate that I put in the English filter and it still puts Japanese. $2,000. Wowzers. And we want to see that a little bit higher, but that's okay. It be what it be. Oh, damn you, you ban evader. Oh, cool. So yeah, someone's trying to. Okay, I think I saw. I think this is why I didn't see this the other day. I could I couldn't remove it, but yeah, somebody's trying to. Somebody's trying to do that same thing. Cheap viewers, streamboo.com. But there's a little notification here that says not published to chat, and that it was restricted. Maybe I can like approve it or whatever. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna. Obviously, I don't need to undo that because I don't want to see that shit in the chat. Wow, this is crazy. So crazy. This is a good looking card. Wow, $700. This one is in English, isn't it? This is Jupiter. Let me look and see. Okay, it is in English. Yeah, you can see it on the top here. I forgot about that. Ugh, this card. Oh, when they do something similar to this again, because this was out before I got into the game, I'm gonna try and get as many of those things as I possibly can. Oh man, that is crazy what those things are selling for. Ah, damn it. This quick cosign. Damn, he sent them off to everywhere. They're Japanese, but still, he sent them off to PSA, to Beckett. Yeah, same person. Yeah, this dude was making some money today. I wonder, did he buy them himself and then like repost them? You know what I'm saying? Or is that something that people do? Do. Oh wow, this Nico Robin is 255. I have a buddy that had that pulled this, and we were talking about this one, and I saw one that let me text him real quick. That just sold for 255. Yeah, so he just pulled this Robin, this Nico Robin, this alt art, and I told him he should, and he also pulled the freaking alt Dead Man's Game, a manga Dead Man's Game. But anyways, so initially I told him he should do that one. Then I was kind of scrolling through these, and I saw that the Nico Robin was selling for a decent amount, graded. So I was like, shit, go ahead and send that motherfucker in too. This is Japanese. It's got to be Japanese. Okay, the red manga. Shit. Yeah, that's not too bad. We want to see. We want to see these go up, the Zoro leaders, because I sent in 3 of them. So the higher those go. This is crazy. No way, a regular ass Nico Robin. A regular ass Nico Robin is selling for 152. What is going on here? That cannot be real life. Can I see some? Oh, I gotta see the original listing. This is crazy.
for a regular ass Nico Robin. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty cool. I need to read through this PSA stuff, but that's actually nuts. A regular ass fucking Nico Robin selling for $152. How? Huh? Chomutta. Oh, I do use TCG Player, but they don't have the they don't do the graded cards on TCG Player. They just do raw. I mean, I know I got two kids, but I don't do raw all the time. I gotta have the PSA 10. That's what I'm. That's why I'm using eBay. And price charting. I mean, we can see over here. Price charting is cool as far as this goes, but it doesn't. It's not all the way up to date. Like it does a decent job at staying pretty up to date, but it doesn't like get everything. And it does, and it still gets its information from and it still gets its information from some of my stuff sold from Riftmail. Pretty cool. But yeah, as we can see here, like it doesn't have everything. So I do use price charting sometimes, but eBay is like my main thing. And TCG Players, if I'm looking for something raw, if I'm trying to get like a basic understanding of how much a card is costing. Oh, that looks dope. What is that, Chinese though? Oh yeah, it's a Chinese. That looks crazy though. Holy shit. Oh yeah, if they did that in English, that would go crazy. That would go crazy. What did this sell for? I wonder what they tell us. I hate when they don't tell us what it went for. I'm sure that they have their reasons, but still, it's annoying. I'm like, what benefit do you get from it? Maybe there is one, and I just don't know about it. Well, this is Divine Departure. Man, they sent that to get graded quick. $300. Top prize. Okay, these are from events. I was like, how the hell is a Ben Beckman selling for $800? Okay, they're from events. This got to be the same person. I was gonna say, yeah. So now that we've seen that, I'm gonna start looking when I see a bunch of excuse me, a bunch of the same cards in a row. I'm gonna see if it's from the same person. Ooh, a Black Label Shira Hoshi. This is a special print. This came from 11. Man, having a Black Label really makes shit super valuable. I am hoping and praying that my Luffy comes back as a Black Label. Like that would be absolutely insane. I don't know if I would even sell it, but you know. This has got to be in Japanese. Okay, that is Japanese. I was about to say the other one sold for 300 and this one was 100. No way, Jose. Japanese. Oh, this is a old. Rare Japanese collectible. Nami with the fucking fake ass jugs. When I see this under $200, it makes me sad. Regionals, winner, Nightmare Luffy. I think we're getting to the bottom. Let's see. Yep. Yep. 90 bucks. Then we have the not me, same person. That's actually crazy. Because these come in the same one. And I have one of these too. So now it's got me thinking like, do I want to open mine to have these graded? Cause shit, that's $190. I only paid $50 for the damn thing. Ooh, I love that card so much. Best offer accepted. This one for 2,000? Oh, okay, again, this is Japanese. I was like, wait a minute, this card could go for 2,000 not graded. Oh, this one is from December 4th. 320. $100,000. Is that 100,000? Auto mod. Because they're Japanese. I mean, like you can't. They're not so. They're not going to be legal in like tournaments that we play in English, right? Because the card would have to be in English. And B, I don't know, like this is just my personal preference. Like for example, in Pokemon, I know there's a lot of Pokemon cards that are more valuable in Japanese. So I don't know. It's just like from what I've seen, like the trend that I've seen. But for me, it's like I can't read this card. I don't know what this card says. I have to translate it. Like that isn't just to be able to look at the card and be like, okay, I know what this says. I know everything about it just by reading the card. That's my take on it. I don't know, but yeah, the Japanese cards are just cheaper because you can't play them. And I know people aren't playing these cards. You know what I'm saying? These are obviously not. These are collectibles, but I have seen people use like PSA graded leaders as their leader, and that's I don't know. I don't think that's legal in like real tournaments. But like at my locals, like we don't really give a shit. But I do remember talking to somebody or whatever, or maybe I looked it up or something. I can't remember what happened, but I know I'm pretty sure that using those aren't actually legal. Joy Boy, I might have accidentally did something. Yeah, this might have been an accident because it was, yeah. It timed you out for 1 second, but you should be good. It when you use the shorthand for Japanese, it brought up like a potential warning. It was like, oh, is this okay? Is this okay? Is it not okay? And I was talking and trying to okay it, and I might have and it says it deleted everything that you wrote. So my bad. It was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. So now that we got a couple people here, and I'll probably mention this over every stream that I do for a little bit. I've been working on the stream and the chat, making more integrated or whatever, but we have channel points now. I think we have points. They're going to be called OFA tokens, right? So if you're familiar with doing things in Twitch chat, the command is like points. Let me see. No, I think it's just the fact that it's Japanese and it's like, oh, I'm not going to read it, and we're Americans and we're stupid. So we're just like, oh, I want to read it in English, which I mean, you know, I do. Yeah, there we go. I think it's like 10 per 5 minutes or something like that. So, or excuse me, you get one every 5 minutes that you're watching the stream. So they'll kind of build up and stuff like that. And there's a lot more shit that you can do, um, but I haven't. Again, I literally was just working on it today, and I just added a couple of things so we can start gaining some points. And then you can like I think I added the gamble command where it like rolls a 100-side die or something like that. I don't know how that fucking works, but okay. Yeah, for Chomada, for some reason I had to see. There we go. Very nice, Joy Boy. Very nice. Ah, that sucks. I don't know if you were here for the beginning of my stream, but I um I ended up finding I'm gonna call it the jackpot at Hot Topic. Man, Hot Topic has just been a beast. Like they didn't have PRBO2, which was fine because I was able to get a ton of PRBO2, but they had a ton of OP12, and I was worried that they weren't going to have any OP13 because I had been going there pretty regularly for this past month since it's been released, and they hadn't had any. And I went there today, and they had like 70 packs or something like that. So I was able to buy some there. So I'm gonna give the rest of the community in my area a couple of days. But once I go back, I'm buying whatever they have left. So I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Oh, a case. Oh, you bought a case in Japanese? Oh yeah, you'll probably have to do that. What is the best value box? I mean, personally, I'm gonna say it's PRBO2. This is obviously this isn't a guarantee of future success. If you've seen like those videos or whatever, are those like disclaimers for like when you invest in something. I'm old, so I invest in stuff, but they're like, oh, this current performance or past performances isn't indicative of future performances and blah blah blah. But what I've been doing is I've been comparing PRBO1 to PRBO2, like and seeing what potential there is. So if we go, I'm not going to be looking at Avatar. So let's look at PRBO1. So this is the original one. So if we look at a box of PRBO1. Look at what the boxes are selling for right now, and this came out. It's over a year ago at this point, but they were the same. They were the exact same. MSRP. They were like one. Well, I don't know what the MSRP was right off the top of my head, but because I wasn't even in the game around that time, but you can see a year ago, they're selling for what. Even less than what PRBO2 is selling for right now, right? So you're seeing the slight increase, and then bam, even in like June of this year, it's still $260, and then bam, you start seeing this steady increase, goes up to $400, $500 right now. They're not selling a ton, but $695 between these 6 days. Let's look up the last 3 months so we can get more of a breakdown. But yeah, we can see. Let me see the last month. Yeah, this does it by days. So yeah, 25 on November 28th, they were averaging $600. 25 of them were sold. So people are buying these PRBO ones. So in a year from now, who knows what's going to happen? But I'm thinking there's a potential that PRBO2 could definitely like have a swing this way. Again, who knows? We'll see. But oh man, good luck. If you find a place to buy, tell me, because I will. Yeah, I don't know how that works specifically. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Why don't you want to do eBay? Have you gotten burned on eBay before? I mean, I'm sure shit everybody usually got burned doing shit online before, so I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen. No, just not a fan of it. Hey, um, I respect it. Yeah, I do think that the boxes for PRBO two are definitely going to surpass PRBO one, because they're, in my opinion, they're better. I ain't never opened a box of PRBO one, so let me start there. I have never opened a box of PRBO one, but I know that as time goes on, things improve. This pack actually, PRBO two actually had a set of cards that are specific to PRBO two, right? So it's going to be hard to get those cards. It's going to be extremely hard. We can already see the cards from PRBO two. The PRBO two specific cards are shooting through the roof, right? Even for like just rare cards, right? Look at this Marco. The Marco, it's a super, or it's a super rare, selling for $18, and it's been constantly $18. These alternates are only PRBO two, right? This alternate PRBO two. Um, this PRBO two specific card running $10 for a super rare, right? $12 for this Boa Hancock. Otama's running $8. You know, so there's so many cards in PRBO two that are specific to it only. And I just think that it's gonna look at my Rebecca. Ooh, she looks so good. Up to 128. Um, but yeah, ooh, this Shanks. Ooh, I pulled two of the Shanks. I didn't pull three, did I? No, I only pulled two of these Shanks. I wish I pulled three. That would be awesome. But then I had them signed. So hopefully where did I send these? I sent these to Beckett, but I think it's going to take probably a couple months to get those back. So we'll see what happens there. Look at this Zoro, this Bonnie, $10, $8 for rare cards. Like I have a strong feeling that this PRBO two is gonna increase in value over time, obviously, and it's probably gonna even surpass the PRBO ones that we saw just now that we were looking at. Very nice, Joy Boy. um, I think so. I think so, just because there's just so many. Like the God Pack is like a God Pack is great, obviously. Um, but what's good about this, and this may change in the future, right? That's what these reprint sets do. They reprint cards that are hard to get from older sets, but like this is the only set that you can get this. Only set that you can get all these. Let me see these top 7 cards, not this card. A the Every card on this first page, this is the only set that you can get it from. Even this Usohachi, like this is an alternate art that was made just for PRBO2. This was a alternate art that was just made for the PRBO2 here. So I do think it does. I do think it does surpass the God Pack. But who knows? Again, I don't fucking know. I'm just a regular dude looking at cards, opening packs. I've only been opening packs for like 6 months, right? So there are people who have been doing it much longer than I have. They've done a ton of different games. I'm just hanging out and trying to grasp and trying to understand and use, what I know about the game so far to extrapolate what may happen in the future. So we'll see. PRBO2. If you can get you can probably get PRBO2 for like under 200, like 200 or under. I want to say when I was at when I was at this most recent event, they were running. This was like 2-3 weeks ago, and things definitely can change and adjust. But They were 180. They were selling them for about 180. So. Yeah, PRBO2. Yeah, I love PRBO2. It's great. The boxes again, like the boxes, you're guaranteed to get 4 hits. In some of the other sets, pretty much all the other sets, you get two. You get an alternate. You're guaranteed to get an alternate and a secret rare, and you may get another alternate from that box. So, um, you know, there's a risk there. There's a chance. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think 180 is cool. 180 is a cool price, especially if you're like, you know, wanting to invest it. Like if you're wanting to open it, obviously that's fine too. I think 180 is a good price. Anything under 200 probably is pretty good. But again, like if we're looking at what we've seen in the future, if you hold on to it, if that's something that you want to do, you don't have to. Like I have some that I'm probably going to end up holding on to. Like in a year from now, you know, maybe 2 years from now, they could be going for like $1,000 a pop. But who knows? Maybe one piece will fall off the face of the earth by that time, and no one will be playing it, and you know we just wasted all of our money. Um, but yeah, I need to go to bed. I'm tired. My throat is actually freaking killing me right now. I need to take some medicine. I need to go to bed. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'm super grateful, super appreciative, and I will be. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I was sick. Felt way worse than I feel today. I still feel like shit today. So hopefully I feel a little bit better tomorrow, and I should be streaming probably right around the right normal time. It won't be as late as today. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So, all right, see you guys. Thank you very much.